So, as with all mindfulness practices, and with metta and everything else we do, it is important to feel the ground as we start. So the ground might be a cushion, it might be a chair, it might be your feet on the ground. Beginning to directly feel the contact with the ground. How do we know there is the ground? How do we know there is a chair? What sensations are telling us? Is it warmth, coolness? Is it hardness or softness? So we feel Mother Earth, the ground beneath us. And we notice that the ground is steady and still. Sensing directly the steadiness of the earth beneath us. And not trying too hard to do this, allowing a softness in the mind, a gentle, friendly awareness of the ground. Like Mother Earth is a good friend. And then allow the spine to rise gently upwards from the ground, from the seat. And notice how this feels when we let the spine be a little bit more free and tall. We might feel a little bit more alert or awake. So we have a combination of steadiness in the bottom half of the posture and awakeness, alertness, bright and clear in the upper part of the posture. We're inviting these two qualities to come together. Bright energy and stillness. Bright energy and stillness. We might notice as we sit here the way sounds are arriving. We might notice as we sit here the small dance of our breathing in the body. Anapanasati, awareness of the breath moving. Rising and falling like little gentle waves on the ocean. And we're not trying to force our mind to focus. We're letting the breath gradually move into the foreground, and the thoughts can be in the background. Thoughts and feelings relaxing back, and the breath moving gently forwards in our mind, in our attention. So we can give our interest to the in-breath and the out-breath. Like an act of dana, generosity, giving our interest to this movement in the body. And then very gently noticing, is there a particular place in the body where the breath feels clear or comfortable? See if you can find this place where the breath feels clear or comfortable. And we can call this place the anchor of the practice, or if that doesn't make much sense, the home for the practice, place to come back to and rest whenever we need to. So gently, without trying too hard, allow this place to become more vivid and clear. This experience of the in-breath and the out-breath. And we will notice that our attention goes away with thoughts or feelings. It might be taken away by a sound, a memory, the play of chitta happening, the play of the mind naturally happening as we do this. And the invitation is to know the mind as it plays. And then, if you're willing, to come back once more to home, this breath place. And let the breath become more in the foreground. And the play of the mind, of thoughts or feelings moving into the background. And this will happen 100 times. And that's completely okay. So as we begin to feel a little more settled, we might like to expand our attention to the rest of our body, all around the breath, sensing the movement, the echo of the movement into the pelvic area, the shoulders, the back ribs and the front ribs. Very gently begin to notice the echo of the breath moving out into the body. No rush, very gently noticing. From the chest into the shoulders and down the arms. From the pelvic area into the legs and feet. Very gently inviting a sense of the whole body breathing. And the mind will still play, thoughts and feelings, memories, planning. We're not trying to stop the mind from thinking or feeling. We're just coming back to the body in the foreground. And we do that by becoming interested in the detail of the body breathing. The way our skin stretches a little as we breathe in. And then how our skin releases a little as we breathe out. Or some other detail that kind of interests, that we can become curious about. Oh, what's this? And then allowing our body to be a little bit in the background and bring to the foreground the experience of hearing. The sound impressions in the ears. The pitch, the volume, the tone, and how these experiences change moment by moment. Different sound arriving. We might notice our mind labeling, naming, this natural thing the mind does. Samya, perception, naming. But can we let go of this, just hearing the raw impressions, pitch, tone, volume. Relaxing our attention outwards. And we will notice our attention moving to thoughts or feelings. And that's not wrong. That's awareness of the mind playing. And when we've noticed this, we can come back to a breath, the body, and then sound. So as we sit here, just aware of sound and body, breath, seeing if we can notice any experience in our body that is slightly uncomfortable. A tightness somewhere or a pain somewhere. Or maybe we're a bit cold or a bit hot. Are there any experiences in our body that feel challenging or difficult? Can we gently, in a sense, move up close with our attention and hold any difficulty in the body very gently, as if we're holding it with cupped hands, gently holding in awareness any pain or difficulty we might have in the body. If that feels okay, and if it doesn't, you can just come back to the breath, the place called home. But see if it's possible to become curious in a very kind way about any discomfort in the body. Any slight tension around the eyes or neck, or anything stronger like pain somewhere. Noticing we can move in close with our attention, and we can move away back to the home of the breath or to the feet, somewhere that feels comfortable. So can we play with moving close towards discomfort, and knowing when we might like to move away, back to the breath or something simple like the feet. And when we move in close, we might be curious about the shape of the pain or discomfort, whether it's warm or cool, whether it is pulsing or still. Can we, with gentle kindness, know the quality and the detail of anything difficult in our body? And it may be that the difficulty is more an emotion or a thought that keeps coming back. Most thoughts and emotions are felt in the body somewhere. So can we hold these gently too, the thoughts, the feelings? With each in-breath, with each out-breath, holding in awareness anything that feels difficult. A gentle reassurance, knowing that we can move back into something simple like the breath itself or the feet at any moment we like. So now I'd like to invite us to see what it's like to take a deeper breath. How does that feel to take a deeper breath? And let the breath come out through the mouth, slightly parted lips, like we're sighing out through the mouth. So a longer in-breath and an aspirated, huffing, slow out-breath. Quite slow, allowing the vagus nerve to become alive and helpful as we breathe out. Once more, long in-breath and a slow, slow, gentle out-breath. And then after sitting still for so long, we might like to just gently move the body, pausing or stopping the recording.